Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. All right, happy holidays. Tomorrow is Evelina Falenta's birthday. She turns 46 years old. I celebrate it as an unofficial holiday for single pride because I view her as being happily married to herself. And so it's kind of unofficially the beginning of the holidays for me. But Evelina Falenta's birthday is usually a relatively lucky time of the year for me, but Thanksgiving is not. I've had a lot of bad fortunes on Thanksgiving. Everything from workplace prejudices to deaths in the family to personal misfortunes to heartbreaks. A lot of that often comes around the time of Thanksgiving for me. Three of my grandparents have since passed away, and they all died around the time of Thanksgiving. My grandfather on my father's side passed away literally the day after Thanksgiving. My grandmother about a week after Thanksgiving last year. My grandfather on my mother's side passed away. I think it was mid-December, so between Thanksgiving and Christmas time. I've had workplace prejudices and loss of jobs around the Thanksgiving holidays throughout my life. Uh, I was my most notable one was 4 years ago. I was working at a tutoring center in Mercer Island, Washington. We had a really busy Thanksgiving week, and then my boss asked me to leave early on Thanksgiving Eve. Very upsetting because I was just about to sit down to one of my favorite students, and it was not a busy hour. He asked me to leave. He told me he'll take care of the student, and then it's upsetting because it's not a very easy commute into the center. I go there, I expect to get a 4 hour shift, and to only get 3 hours. I mean, it's insensitive. Let's put it that way. I've had other deaths around the time of Thanksgiving. When I was in college, I had feuded with a guy over a girl, and he and I, well, he and the girl both studied chemistry. My dad wouldn't allow me to major in chemistry because I was accident prone. One day, I had gone to his apartment. This was just shortly before Thanksgiving, and he had shown me how he had extracted some gold from some e-waste, electronic waste that he had picked up from school. And he had extracted a few grams of gold. And at the time, I really wanted a 1,000 ounce silver bar, and I calculated how much gold I would need to trade up for that, how many computer parts I would need in order to get that much gold, and I was kind of discouraged by that because it was a lot. I really wanted a 1,000 ounce silver bar at the time. I was 18 years old at the time. I asked him where he bought the acid that he used for the chemical reaction. He had hydrochloric acid. He told me, "Oh, you could just buy it at Home Depot. It's no big deal." Now, the girl we were feuding over was now working part time at Home Depot, and when he said it, I went. He said, "Oh yeah, go to Lowe's." It gave me a nice warm fuzzy feeling that he considered that. Uh, Not long after that, he and the girl broke up anyway, and instead the two of us just became close because of our chemistry experiments. And eventually, I got together with the girl again. So, but unfortunately, unfortunately, they're both gone, and here's why. The guy who showed me the extracting the gold, he was really good at networking with a lot of people. That's why he was showing me extracting the gold. And he never had anybody more than 6 feet away from him. And so, unfortunately, 5 years ago, around the time of Thanksgiving, it killed him, unfortunately. Okay, and about the girl, she was invincible. She would work with all sorts of dangerous chemistry experiments and never put on any PPE. Now, a couple years later, she was she died in a car accident. My guess is that she gets in the car without putting on, the PPE in the car as well, right? That's my guess because that's how she behaves in the chemistry lab. So unfortunately, they both died doing what they were good at doing around the time of Thanksgiving. And so unfortunately, Thanksgiving has become a really solemn holiday for me. And a few years ago, I was doing some chemistry as well, and I discovered how to. Well, the girl we were both chasing was Eastern European, and so using a very similar process to what he was doing with the e-waste, I extracted some stuff that her great great aunt had discovered 130 years ago from our household dust. And I thought about the two of them when I was doing that because it was his chemistry experiments and it was her great great aunt's discovery. So I thought about the two of them, and I extracted enough to make the Geiger counter go beep 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 beep. And so now every time I see a really dusty counter, I just think about beep 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 beep. And unfortunately, I don't have all that good luck everything. So, oh, by the way, where did I buy the hydrochloric acid that I used to extract beep 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 beep? I bought it at Ace Hardware. So unfortunately, we don't have any Lowe's or Home Depot where I live, so I bought it at Ace Hardware. And so the saga continues. All right, please continue to pray for a luckier Thanksgiving for me this year by singing along with me, gesturing at your screen, and hitting the dislike button. And whoever left a like, please change it to a dislike. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.